The war in Ukraine gives India a unique opportunity. India can finally increase its oil reliance on Russia and cut down on its dependence on oil from the Gulf. The time is now. Such opportunities do not present themselves very often. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Apurva, and if you haven't subscribed to TFI English channel yet, please hit the subscribe button and also click on the bell icon to receive all the recent updates. Coming back to the story, I will tell you how American sanctions on Russia is an opportunity for India to reduce its dependency on OPEC. So, let's begin. Russia is a major exporter of oil and natural gas. Russia is losing out on oil exports due to its invasion of Ukraine. The West has, in particular, imposed sweeping sanctions against the Russian economy. Even though Moscow's energy sector has been spared due to Europe's high dependence on Russian gas, the largest country's exports are taking a momentary hit. There is uncertainty among oil buyers over the safety and stability of Russia's energy sector. While this uncertainty will be done away with soon, India has some major gains to make under the prevailing circumstances. India imported 43,400 barrels per day oil from Russia in 2021, about 1% of overall its imports. According to the Economic Times, India accounts for about 0.2% of Russia's natural gas exports. Meanwhile, India imported 1.8 million tons of thermal coal from Russia in 2021, down from 2.5 million tons in 2020. Separately, GAIL India Limited has a 20-year deal with Gazprom, which is a Russian majority state-owned multinational energy corporation, to buy 2.5 million tons of LNG a year, which started in 2018. As data suggests, there is a scope for a major improvement in India's imports from Russia's energy sector. Not only will that help a time-tested friend and strategic ally like Russia in its time of need, but it will also tremendously benefit India by being able to cut down on its oil imports from OPEC. India, the world's third largest oil importer, is a major market for the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries. OPEC is an international organization of 14 oil exporting countries led by Saudi Arabia, which decides on the amount of oil production and the price of oil in international markets. The 14 OPEC countries account for an estimated 44% of global oil production and 73% of the world's proven oil reserves, which gives the organization major leverage on global oil prices. The OPEC mafia manipulates the market prices of oil according to its will by decreasing or increasing production. Already, India has been consistently cutting down on its dependence on OPEC. India is reducing its oil import from Middle Eastern countries by focusing on North American and South American countries. Within the last 8 years of Modi government, the import from Middle Eastern countries reached 70% from around 85%. India's crude imports rebounded 3.9% to 4.2 billion BPD in 2021 but remained the lowest in more than a decade. However, India has been forced by the United States to give up on the Venezuelan and Iranian oil. Yet, if recent events are anything to go by, India is in no mood to take marching orders from Washington any longer. The only way to counter OPEC's mafia over the global oil markets is for India to increase Russia's share of energy exports to India. Not only will this help India counteract the monopoly that Middle Eastern countries enjoy over India's oil import bills, but will also help Russia elevate some of its major economic woes. OPEC Plus is a loosely affiliated entity consisting of 13 OPEC members and 10 of the world's major non-OPEC oil exporting nations. That makes Russia a non-OPEC member. India's focus, however, should be on diversifying its sources. Currently, India depends just too much on Gulf nations for its oil imports. For its own benefit, it needs to source more of its energy needs from Russia.